Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot reading for April 2024. We begin with the Queen of Swords in the past position, which suggests that you've been through a period recently where clarity of thought and discernment were crucial. You might have faced some challenges that required you to make decisions with logic and intellect rather than emotions. This is very much a card of thinking with your head and seeking truth, cutting through illusion. This card can also indicate a phase where you may have had to cut ties with something or someone in order to maintain your own mental clarity and integrity. It signifies a time of independence and self-assurance. Sometimes when the Queen of Swords shows up in a reading, she's indicating a woman who has been through somewhat of a difficult situation that could be a divorce, bereavement, loss of a job, something like that that was emotionally difficult for her. I'm getting that sense, and this doesn't have to be gender specific, but this card sometimes is a card of divorce. I am kind of getting the sense from the rest of your cards here, and we'll get into that. This might be true for you. You might have recently gone through some kind of separation in some kind of relationship or partnership, and it was quite hard for you, but it came about because you really got in touch with the truth about the situation, the truth about your own feelings, about the other person, whatever it is. You found yourself really thinking clearly about the situation and maybe cutting ties based on that application of logical thinking on your part. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the present position. This indicates a focus on hard work, skill development, and attention to detail. You are dedicated right now to honing your craft or mastering a specific skill set. This card suggests you are diligently applying yourself to your tasks, and you're really committed right now to producing high quality work. Whatever it is you're working on, you want it to be the best. You want to be known as that person who's the best in this field. It's really a card of craftsmanship and expertise, and it's suggesting that your efforts are paying off and you're making some tangible progress towards your goals. You might not quite be there yet, but wow, have you ever built up an arsenal that demonstrates your skills and your abilities, and you're well on your way to achieving success with this thing. You are becoming known as the person who does good work in this area, who's really dedicated to their craft and is well on their way to becoming a master. So I almost see you shifting focus from something that you've gone through in your recent past that required some kind of separation or cutting ties. Now you're back focused on you, focused on your bag, focused on what you want to push forward for yourself in your life, your career, your financial development, your mastery of a skill. I really see a shift of energy happening here where you're pouring all your energy now into self-development, career development. And I like that shift of energy for you. In the position of the challenges that you might face this month, we have the Ten of Swords. So this indicates that you may be experiencing a period of significant endings or betrayals. And again, that really plays into that Queen of Swords energy. This card often represents a painful culmination or a sense of being overwhelmed by circumstances. So you might feel as though you've hit rock bottom or that you've been stabbed in the back by someone close to you. But it's important to remember that this card also symbolizes the ultimate end of a cycle. It's paving the way for new beginnings. This is a 10 card, which means it's the end of this cycle of energy. And even though this is sort of a rock bottom moment, it indicates that it's coming to an end, and the sun is already rising on the horizon now. So it might not seem like there's a lot of hope in this card, but there definitely is. Whatever this is, it's come to its culmination. It's ready to pass away into your past, into your rearview mirror, and you are about to leave this behind. So while facing this kind of challenge, it's crucial to focus on healing and release any negative energy or resentment. And this is a difficult card, and it kind of makes sense showing up in the challenges you might face. It's a fitting energy for this position in the reading. But I want you to remember that because it's showing up, it's saying this is coming to an end for you. It might still be a bit challenging to process these emotions, especially if you feel like you've been betrayed or you truly are at rock bottom about a certain situation. It's coming to an end, and it's time to focus on healing. Let go of this negative energy, let go of any resentment you might be feeling. And that might be your challenge to do so, but you're very much being advised to do that this month. In the position of the opportunities that await you this month, we have the 8 of Cups. This suggests there's a chance for you to have a lot of emotional growth and spiritual fulfillment this month. It indicates a period of introspection and soul searching, where you may feel compelled to walk away from situations or relationships that no longer serve your highest good. And while it might be difficult to leave the familiar, the comfortable behind, this card really encourages you to trust that intuition and really start on that journey forward towards greater fulfillment and emotional satisfaction. There are opportunities for deeper self-discovery and finding what truly nourishes your soul. And this isn't an easy thing to do. This person has put time and energy and effort into these cups that are carefully built up into these rows at the forefront of this card. That took time, that took energy and effort. To turn your back on that, to acknowledge that whatever this is you've been putting time and effort into isn't fulfilling you, is really difficult to face that and to admit that to yourself. But when you know deep down this isn't working for you anymore, it's time to turn your back on this, as hard as it may be, and set out on a journey towards something that you have a really strong instinct is going to be more fulfilling for you. So I think there's opportunities here for you this month for a lot more fulfillment if you make that decision to walk away from what is no longer serving you. It's time to do that. In the position of advice for the coming month, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this card really represents the cyclical nature of life and the inevitability of change. It's that card saying change is the only constant in life. And in the position of advice for the coming month, this card is advising you to embrace the ups and downs that come your way with a sense of equanimity and acceptance. It's really about accepting change, not resisting it, but going with that flow. Life is really full of fluctuations, and just as that wheel turns, so do your life's circumstances. This card is advising you to really trust in the inherent wisdom of the universe and know that even in times of challenge, there are opportunities here for growth and transformation. And I'm very much getting that from this combination of cards at the end of your reading here. Stay open to the possibilities that arise and be willing to adapt to whatever changes come your way this month. And remember that with every turn of that wheel, new opportunities and experiences await. So even though change might feel a bit scary or difficult, change always brings something new into the picture. There might be something you're losing, but there's certainly an opening of new opportunities that's built into that moving of the wheel. So it looks like you've experienced this period of mental clarity and might have claimed independence for yourself because of that. And now you're currently focused on hard work and skill development. Again, becoming a master at what you do. And I think that shift of energy from perhaps a relationship that wasn't working to yourself is really allowing you to pour a lot of focus and energy into your career, into developing your skills in some area. You might face some challenges that are related to these significant endings or betrayals. But despite this, there is opportunities for emotional growth and spiritual fulfillment here this month by embracing change. and trusting in this wisdom of the universe that's spinning this wheel forward for you. I'm really getting this sense the wheel wants to propel you away from something towards something that's going to be a lot more fulfilling for you. Approach this coming month with a sense of resilience and an openness as well to those opportunities for growth and transformation that certainly lie ahead for you. Your Moonology card for this month is New Moon in Libra, and it says, a new romantic cycle begins. I've never pulled this particular card before. When this comes up, it's saying give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When this card comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish this month. It won't get you anywhere at this time. This card is really about feeling more and thinking less. And Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. So it's really about aiming for balance in every situation. If this is applying to a romantic relationship, it looks like there's a restart possible here for you this month. This could mean a restart with someone you already know and have been dealing with, or it could be a new partnership coming in that's very harmonious and benefits the both of you in a number of ways. So you'll have to use your instincts to let yourself know whether this is a new person coming in or someone that you already know that you're having some kind of restart with. And again, it looks like you're being advised to take in a partnership, to do things in pairs, where combining your efforts with someone else might be really beneficial to you this month, whether that's romantically or in your career. This might be a message directed towards your career as well. It can just be a partnership that has to do with your finances in some way. And you're advised, and whatever it is you're dealing with, to look at the possibilities around pairing up with someone if this isn't a romantic connection here. But I'm definitely getting that there is a new cycle about to start for you. There may have been something quite painful that came to an end recently, and you're still processing your feelings about that, which is understandable. When something really major happens in life, really painful, it takes time to move through those emotions. So you may be still dealing with working through that. Even though this is in your past, it's clear by the Ten of Swords showing up in your challenges position, you might be processing some of those negative thoughts and emotions. Now is the time to start letting that go and to start healing. It's also time to really focus on yourself and whatever it is that you're trying to master right now, your career, pushing yourself forward, becoming really, really great at what you do. And maybe you just needed that time and space to just finally be able to focus on this. So I think I'm almost getting that you're kind of excited about that. And this might be a situation this month where you have to really firmly commit to walking away from something that isn't serving you anymore. And I think if you do that, if you have the courage to do that, this could be creating this opening here for something new to come in, either romantically or some kind of other partnership that's really going to benefit you. So having the courage to do that, to finally leave this in the past and start moving yourself forward. I'm almost noticing this Eight of Cups, this figure is almost heading towards the Eight of Pentacles. And that's two eights as well. So I think there's really a strong relationship here where I see you deciding to leave this emotional pain behind and head out towards something that's more fulfilling. And that might just be focusing on your career for a minute. There's nothing wrong with staying single for a while, just to focus on something that you want to learn or become a master at. So I'm definitely getting the sense you are gaining the courage to do that this month. You're accepting finally that things have to change And that's really going to clear the energy for you to bring in some new exciting cycles for you. So really embrace the energy of change and know that there's something a lot more fulfilling waiting for you if you do so. Really beautiful reading for you this month. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.